Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to have episode 131 of The Coin Vault Has Opened. We're going to be coin roll hunting a roll of 50 2000D Lincoln Memorial cents. These are in mint cellos, and they've been cut from mint sets. I had actually purchased 2 rolls of 25 and 25 Philadelphia Denver. But they came together with all 50 Philadelphias and all 50 Denvers. I know that these aren't the best rolls for coin roll hunting. I thought that both Philadelphia and Denver had wide AM, but after setting up this stream I went to research things and it looks like it is the Philadelphia and only the Philadelphia that has wide AMs. So I do apologize for the infernal sound in the background here. Hopefully that'll be going away. My time machine is just cooling off. We're going to go through these. If anything is obvious, there's an error about it, we'll zoom in and check them out. For the most part, I think we are mostly going to be looking at the condition of these coins tonight. So these ones I got off of eBay. There were 2 different rolls, Philadelphia and Denver, like I was saying, 25-25 mix, but they all came together. So I'm going to dump them out, and we'll start going through them. Let me get a little tray. Forgot to do that. I know for these I just like using one of these little PCGS trays here. But on the bright side, these all look like they're in pretty nice condition. Any kind of little scratches or anything you're seeing on the coins is most likely on the mint cellos. The coins will have like an occasional little nick on them. And who knows, while there is, nothing notable, like I searched eBay, you might find like a broad struck coin, maybe you'd find one with like a clipped planchet or something like that. But for the most part, there are no real errors that I could find anywhere searching for information, doing my homework before the stream. So for the most part, we will be looking for higher grade coins here. And happy Halloween, everybody. Welcome Less Likes Coins. I'm doing well. Getting in the spirit here, thought I would change up the background here a little bit for the Halloween season. It's pretty much been Halloween here for the last week because we're in the middle of the pandemic. I don't know, might as well milk the holidays just a little bit. A little speck of something here. How are you, Less Likes Coins? And so I think the next stream here is probably going to be the 2000p, because we can look for wide AMs there. And I'm not certain if there are even wide AMs for this date, or if they're common. But I couldn't find. I went to sold listings as well. Checked out different marketplaces and just looked to see what other people had been finding, other than just the variety websites themselves. And so if we see anything. This one here, it looks like it's got a couple spots on it, so I don't think that this one will ever find a home in a slab. This kind of looks like the average circulated coin that you would get if you were, checking your change, and you just got, a nice new penny from a bank teller or from a store or something. Like they had a nice original roll of these. Mint cellos on some of these have some interesting texture. I kind of like making the videos with these. Because the mint cellos, the other ones, they're all crinkly and they, kind of bend and the light does shine. These ones are a little bit more solid. I almost feel like I can get the view set up here a little bit better. We'll see. It could just be a couple of these. I thought I had it set up good here. Thank you. Yeah, it was fun making some pumpkins this year. I feel like it had been a little while. Yeah, definitely had fun with the pumpkins, and glad to share them with you. Glad to share them with everyone. Hope everybody's having a good night. And we will be having a stream on Halloween this year, so there will be more pumpkins. Looks like there's a little bit of black debris on some of these cellos. It does actually look like there's a little bit of black debris or a little carbon spot on Lincoln's shoulder there. And so we'll keep an eye out. We'll keep looking at the AMs here. I mean, when it's a wide AM, you know, you can pretty much tell when the coins are this big here. And I might even have a bonus stream. I picked up a lot of memorial rolls of mint cellos this past week. I, you know, regularly check them on eBay just to see what's up there, what's available. And somebody had put them up for just unbelievably cheap. I was a little bit like, oh boy, these are going to be a disaster. But they look pretty good. So I just bought everything that they put up. Looks like this one is, you know, ever so slightly off center, but nothing serious here. Like a hundredth of a degree off center. I think most collectors usually like ones that are like 30% off center or something like that. They're like a significant amount of the coin kind of destroyed. So I'm also curious just to see, like, for this date, like if you get an MS67, you know, I feel like they sell on eBay between like 15 and like maybe 28 bucks, depending if it's an auction or buy it now. So it's like, if there were some higher grade ones in here, they do sell really well. I definitely see like even MS66s selling as well. But at this point, with the way the market is, I'd be much happier just buying some really, really nice coins instead of grading myself. Get some really nice high grade coins at a discount. Like the buy it nows, they're going really good. I sell pretty much 95% of what I sell, I put up as a buy it now. But the auctions have been really generous lately. There seems to be less people bidding. I feel like a lot of people are scared about what the future holds. I don't blame them. I don't think there's, you know, I think anything you could kind of take for certain in this life has really just been like thrown upside down. Quite a few spots on this one. We'll keep looking for the wide AMs. There was, I actually did see there are two, I guess they call them double dies, but it's like right in the center column where Lincoln is. There were kind of some like diagonal bars. There was one like that, and then there was one that had like an extra bar going down the center of one of, like I think it was this one here to the left of Lincoln. There was like kind of like an extra bar in one. So I guess we could look for those. They didn't seem to have any kind of significant price tag to them. Pretty much, if looking for a high grade coin would probably be more worthwhile. And even like an MS68 in this, or for this year, you know, they're still pretty modest. I feel like you can get them for like $30 to $50 on eBay, graded by PCGS. And so, you know, if you were sending in a bunch of coins you thought were MS68, probably you're going to get mostly 66s and 67s back, just something that you missed with your eye. But it's also nice to look at some, you know, brand new coins. Because I know we get to look at a lot of older coins with a lot of problems, just because the older a coin is, the more things that go wrong. So it is nice to look at a whole bunch of nice, bright, shiny coins. This one, almost the surfaces on the coat kind of reminds me of a proof coin. Just really super reflective. Same with the right field there. I almost feel like I was getting like a little bit of kind of cartwheel on it. It'd be interesting if there was just like a random proof coin thrown in one of these. but I don't think it's going to come out with Denver's. So it looks like there's a little nick down in the center bottom field there. Also looks like, I mean, it almost looks like grease. I'd like to think by this date the mint employees weren't handling things with their bare hands. And I believe that is on the mint sallow here. I mean, it's too bad I don't think there's not even RPMs to search for, because they changed the way that they designed coins, so they weren't hand punched anymore. Almost looks like a tiny bit of toning up at the top here. I guess it would be getting on its way towards turning red-brown. Happy Halloween, everyone. Hope everyone has a fun plan. I feel like a lot of people are going to be Netflixing like horror movies and just kind of having small parties. I'm already getting my fill of candy here. I definitely have a sweet tooth. When I went to the store, everything was like, all the candy was like full price. There wasn't like any deals. Everything was like super expensive. I think the candy makers are probably like, you know, they're missing like holiday after holiday. It's gonna be really sad if a bunch of the candy makers just kind of go out of business. The holidays just won't be the same without so much candy. I feel like I saw something like Coca-Cola or something was like dropping like 300 brands of beverages, which maybe isn't that bad of a thing, except for they buy out competition and add it to their portfolio, and then if they just buy it and, you know, drop it, then there's not as many things out there for people to enjoy. I can't imagine a kid growing up in this world without like just tons of candy. I know it's not good for us, but I definitely have really wonderful memories of eating thousands of different kinds of candy. Most of it I would not touch anymore, but boy did I enjoy it. I think over the years, the Snicker bar, I think that is probably one of my favorite candy bars, except for Halloween. It's kind of bittersweet because it's a popular one, so you know, if you're still trick-or-treating at my age, you know, you get lots of Snicker bars, but they're all these fun size, and they just, they don't satisfy. You know, I think like the whole Snicker bar thing is about satisfaction, and I just don't get that satisfaction from a fun size. I feel like a king size Snicker bar barely gives me that satisfaction anymore. I'm still like, was I just smaller, or weren't they bigger when I was a kid? And I know a lot of companies, you know, they downsize things, you make it smaller, keep it the same price. I feel like when I was younger, I really liked the sweet and tart, and just, I don't know, there were things like atomic warheads, and there were like, trying to remember, there were like these sour ones, and just so many candies. Sweet tarts and nerds and pixie sticks. I feel like I don't get the craving for these like flavored solid sugar things anymore. Mainly kind of like chocolate and nuts and caramel, hence Snicker bar. But then like Kit Kats are delicious. But I mean, even things like sugar daddies and sugar babies, I loved those as a kid. Like anything that would pull a filling out. What's everybody's favorite candy and least favorite candy? Get this one on the light. Oh, it's a little bit better like that. Not trying to blind you guys. I know that some of these ones are really bright. So it seems like about a third of these have like a bit of spotting on them. It'll be interesting to see how all the different dates. Like I think I got 8 rolls that this person put up, and it was like a really, really good deal. It was like cheap enough that I probably couldn't like I don't think I've ever gotten rolls of mint cellos for so cheap. There are like tons of bulk lots of like mint sets this week. I almost thought about getting some of them. They're like, 25 mint sets of a bunch of different years. And I figured I could put together some, rolls like this if I won some of them. Just cut them out. But I don't know what I'd do with the nickels, dimes, quarters, and half dollars and stuff. But it might be worth doing. I've just never, I sell these rolls after I go through them. Just put them up for sale in my eBay store. And I could always add nickels, dimes, quarters, and whatnot too. But by the time I remove the penny out of it, probably, no one's going to want to buy it as a mint set. So I'm not seeing anything that really looks abnormal on any of these. My guess is that most of these are probably like an MS65, MS66. The ones with quite a few spots on them, they might be a 64. But most of these are in pretty good condition. But it's like, for the most part, I wouldn't want to send in anything that I didn't think was going to be at least an MS67. Like I would try to grade super, super conservatively. Because not everything that I send in as a 67 will probably come back. Hey PK Carve, welcome. I had one 1970 small date, and it sold this week at auction, or as a buy it now on eBay. I was watching Chuck's stream at coppercoins.com. He sold the same coin as I sold, same grade. But his went for like, I think I sold mine for 65, and then I think he sold his for like $180, same grade. So I was like, wow, I should send my coins that I want to sell to him, because it seems like his auctions go really, really well. I've been really impressed. He's just had some killer sales. Some really competitive bidders. I believe I have a proof 1970 small date left. I think it might be a proof 67. But I sold my proof 68 cam like about 3 weeks ago. I sold my proof 65 this last weekend. Pretty much most of my variety coins like that have just been selling. I haven't checked to see what's still on the market. I don't know if someone's just cleaning them all up, but I've noticed a pattern of a bunch of different stuff kind of selling out. But how are you doing? Happy Halloween, PK Carve. And so we're just going through these ones tonight. I got a bunch of different rolls. I thought that the Denver had wide AMs, but they were 50-50 Philadelphia Denver, but they came divided. And so we're pretty much just checking these for condition tonight. There's really nothing worth searching for. I'm looking, but just the way that they make modern coins here, unless it's something just, you know, an obvious mint error, they're pretty careful. Not that we couldn't get surprised, but I am definitely not expecting it. I will be surprised if that happens. And I almost probably, this one's, you know, tiny bit off center. I almost maybe should have just done this 100 coins tonight and done both the Philadelphia and Denver, but I didn't get them set up. This one looks like a tiny bit off center, but nothing impressive at all. And I did purchase some really nice varieties. I think I got the most expensive coin I've ever bought at auction this week. I'll let you guys know what it is later this week, but I think it's like an $800 coin. I got it at auction, so I got a pretty nice price on it. The auctions right now really are insane. There are a lot of deals out there. So I do encourage people checking out the auctions, but only if you guys have your bills paid and you have like stuff, because with today's world, stuff is really insane. I'm surprised that like sales on eBay and stuff are so good. But you know, maybe the 1% who is making billions and billions off of this, maybe they're getting into coins. Like maybe we should turn some of these zeros and ones into something hard and tangible. And if anybody watching, if you guys know of anything worth checking on these, the only thing that I saw was that there was like a double die in the center, and I'm not even sure. We can try zooming in on some and see what shows up. But it looked like there was kind of an extra column on one, and there was kind of like some extra diagonal bars around Lincoln. I almost think that I saw one on eBay on an ended. It might have been a Philadelphia. It didn't show the back of or the front of the coin, but it almost looked like Lincoln was sitting in there holding a baseball bat, just kind of over to his side. And so I thought that one was kind of interesting. But I think pretty much I got about 20 rolls of mint cellos in this week. I got like the 8 business strike rolls from this person, and I think I got 12 rolls of proof memorials, like kind of like 1961 to 1964. And we've had really good luck with those, and so we'll just continue moving backwards in time. And the proof mint cellos, I was getting bid against hard. I don't know if someone was just driving up the price for fun, but I think they were the most expensive proof rolls that I've ever bought. I needed to get some more so that I could search some more with you guys, and we were having really good luck finding double dies. And so I bid hard. We'll see if they were worth it. Hopefully they will be, but I feel like pretty much every roll, like, and I guess that's the thing that I'm finding too, that a lot of the double dies, they're not particularly hard to find in the early 60s, just because there's so many different ones. And so it's hard to find a particular one, but not so hard to find one in general if you're looking and you know what to look for. The other thing that I'm finding is that, you know, PCGS, which if I was to get them graded, that's who I'd prefer. They don't attribute every single one. Like they have a list of which ones they will attribute. And so part of things is, when you're searching for double dies, just because there are varieties listed out there, it's also good to know which ones, if you're trying to have a particular company grade them, which ones actually grade. So why don't we zoom in, turn on some lights, and just check out the memorials here and see if we can spot anything interesting on these. And so basically where we want to look, and I feel like it's all gonna, and that's one of the things that kind of is interesting to me, is like a lot of these are like so hard to see even when they're there. And so I believe one of the double dies, it has diagonal on the left side of Lincoln, it has diagonals going down towards his shoulder, and then more diagonals kind of like coming out of his knee towards the other column. One that I saw on eBay that I didn't see listed anywhere, it just looked like he had a baseball bat coming down out of his hand next to his left leg. And then there was one where there was just kind of a column coming down in the middle in between these two ones. It almost looks like there's like a faint column there, but I believe it should be straight down the middle. A 1949 SBU Benji for 90 apiece. I can see if I have purchased any 49s, and I can tell you what I paid for them. I might have already sold mine. Well, I can tell you I don't have any 49S's. I don't have a quick answer for you. 90 bucks a piece. I don't know the date that well. I just started collecting half dollars like about 2 months ago. I was strictly pennies, and I've just gotten into it. If they were, like off the top of my head guessing, if they were MS 66, I would definitely say that would be within the realms of a good deal. But I don't know all the different prices for Benjis. I don't know if that's a scratch behind Lincoln there. And I don't know, it's interesting. Some of the photos that I see, like Lincoln looks so clear. Let's put that one aside. Being a BU, I honestly don't know, like, if I knew what the grade was. If it's a raw coin, that would be a lot for me to spend on a raw Benji, me personally. If I was like certain about a certain grade, then it could justify. But rather than give you information that I am purely speculating on, I don't know the answer. And that's my honest answer. Ask me again in a couple months. The coin that I did buy this last week, it was I can't even, here I'll check. I was gonna have it be a surprise for you guys. So the one that I did get was a 1959 MS65 Benjamin half dollar. It is a FS42 Goater, which is the name of the heir, and it's a top pop 1 of 9 coins. And so I think it'll be the first top pop coin that I've ever owned. And obviously it's only the top pop for that particular variety. There are higher 1959 Benjis, I am sure. Yeah, I mean, I assume you have them and you've been able to look at them, and they are BU and there is no wear on the coins. That's the first thing I would look at to make sure. I'm assuming that if it is an AU coin, if it has any wear, I'm assuming that it would not be worth $90. And like I say, I don't know all of the different, I don't even know, I feel like 1952S with a full bell lines, I feel like that was one of the most expensive ones that I remember seeing. But I don't know what the 1949S, I don't even know what a MS63 or 64 is. I mean, I guess we can look instead of. So I guess the first thing I would do to determine what the grade might be for it would be to, you know, look over it, make sure that there's no damage on it, make sure there's no wear on it, and then I would try to, you know, look at other coins that are graded. So it looks like a 1949S in MS62 condition, which is, that's basically as low as it's going to get graded, is 60. In MS64 it's worth 80, 65 it's 100. So my guess, if you're getting a random and at 63 it's worth 70. So if it is a BU coin, I'm guessing that it's gonna be a 63 or 64. And so that 70 to 80 AppMax is probably gonna, you know, be selling it for a little bit above. But even if you get up to an MS65, it's 100, and so then you're getting, you know, a deal. You're getting it for a little bit less. If you're super lucky and you got a 66, it looks like it goes up to about 225. You can also check to see if you have full bell lines on the coin, which you should have. From my understanding, the full bell line should, you know, go all the way across, uninterrupted. And at that point, if you do have something with full bell lines, then you could be looking at like 115 for a 63 and 225 for a 64. Excuse me. So I hope that helps. But and those are also kind of PCGS prices. I just checked out PCGS to see, you know, what a slabbed coin. And then also, you know, to get it graded. But that's basically, okay, that's just the normal line there. My guess is, like, say if they had like a BU roll, my guess is that most coins coming out of a BU roll, if that's what they're selling from, would be about 63 to mint state 64. That's what I would guess. I'm sure that they can just, you know, send anything that looks BU, but they're, you know, they're a pretty reputable company. I mean, I feel like most of what they sell, to me, like when I think of them, I think of like bullion, you know, selling gold and silver and whatnot. But they definitely seem to, you know, be picking up in the coin market. I feel like they could just, with the amount of gold and silver they go through, they probably, you know, they probably have some refineries or something. I'm not sure exactly how they function. But they probably get tons and tons and tons of scrap silver and just older coins to get melted down. And if they're smart, they would have, you know, someone on the floor who knows, you know, numismatics, and, you know, just somebody like saving stuff from the furnace. I'd like to think so anyway, because they're, you know, if a super, you know, they could melt it down, but it's like if a $10,000 gold coin was coming through there, it sure would be nice to think that somebody was like picking that out, or like somebody sent in a bunch of like original bank wrap rolls of like old silver. I'm not sure how far back rolls go, so I guess that's that's another thing. But I'm sure that a lot of these companies that melt stuff down, they probably melt down some really crazy awesome coins and never even know it. So I'm not seeing anything so far like what we might be looking for here. I know I'm just checking in that specific spot because that's the only place that I saw anything going on any of the Variety websites, on any of the sold listings. And none of the prices were super impressive either. I want to say like an MS66 was like $12 or something. But I mean, for a modern penny, that's not, if you can, you know, find a roll, if you get a roll with like a bunch of them in it. But when I sell stuff on eBay, my shipping's like $3.43 just to ship something out with tracking to stay top rated. And so by the time I have eBay fees, PayPal fees, it's, you know, that's why I try to sell things that are pretty much $20 or above. I might have some 1910, I might have some 1910 Lincoln cents. I'm not sure. I feel like I had a couple of them in pretty nice condition. A lot of the older coins that I have, like from Flying Eagles up, like a lot of the Indian head cents and a lot of the mint state coins in the teens, a lot of them have sold. Like a lot of the older stuff seems to be selling really well. And the only problem is there doesn't seem to be a lot of newer stuff up for sale. So I haven't really been able to replenish anything. It's like all my older stuff is selling. Let me check to see. It looks like I might have a couple 1910s, a couple I haven't, I don't know if these are in stock, but I had two MS63 browns, an MS65 brown, and MS63 red brown for 1910s. And it looks like I am fully out of 1913s. And so I guess none of those technically are red. A couple of the other ones were red brown. I'm not sure the I feel like one of the MS63 or I think at least one of them that I had some nice toning on it. And I'm not sure about Kennedy's as far as tone Kennedy's. I feel like I just started getting into Kennedy's within the last 2 months. And so I may have one, but it's probably like a 63 or 64. I think 1964 Kennedys, once they get up into like MS66, I think the price goes up pretty good on them. I'm not positive. I know I saw something like that sell for like $300, but I feel like the last time I checked it was like 60, which confused me. Maybe we will find one of these double die like things that, so I can show you guys what we're looking for. I think I got another Franklin, which was pretty cool. I can't remember if it was a Bugs Bunny or not, but I think that one will be here in a couple days. Just want to see if I can find it here. It looks like I got a 1963 FS402 MS64 Franklin half dollar, and I'll make videos of those. But I got a couple really nice Variety half dollars this week. There seems like there's been a lot of them up on the market. So it's kind of interesting. I feel like a lot of people are not wanting to hold on to higher priced varieties right now. I feel like they're trying to find safer places. Just I think nobody knows what the future is going to be like, let alone the future of coin collecting. I've just kind of been all in. I'm definitely taking a chance. At the same time, I've been able, if life does go back to somewhat normal and we still have people and coin collectors, I'm gonna have some really awesome coins. I almost kind of feel like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. 2008, or 2001, or was it 2008? When everything just kind of melted down, I felt like that was an awesome opportunity. I know a lot of people that got really, really rich, but I wasn't leveraged to be able to kind of buy in when everyone was having to sell off. This is kind of the first opportunity that I've ever had to kind of buy in when everybody else is kind of in a sell position. But at the same time, this is really not like any other recession in, my lifetime. And so, I might end up like getting buried with a bunch of nice coins someday that never go back to their full value. But coin collecting definitely seems like people seem happy coin collecting. I mean, we're all supposed to be, at home, not going out, not doing crazy stuff, keeping to our household. And it feels like coin collecting is one of those things that a lot of people enjoy. And you can kind of do solo, or you can, nowadays we have YouTube and we can all do it together on here, which is awesome. But it's like, I don't feel like it's going away anytime soon. I feel like we're going to see, I don't know. I feel like I hear rumors that things are dying, but when I look at sales and stuff, it looks like the opposite. When I, look at my sales, like every month my eBay sales are up higher than they were the month before. Like it's like pretty much up, like pretty much almost all year. I was up like 1,000% sales from a year ago, and I've been selling on eBay for like 17 years now. And it's just like in the last couple of years, I feel like when I started doing YouTube here, and adding videos to all my listings, that's when things really started to take off, which I had started doing videos on my listings like 5 years ago, but then they've banned active content in eBay listings because people somehow figured out a way to add malicious coding, and so you couldn't have any active. But then, and they said that in the future they'd figure out how to do it, and then it wasn't until HTML5 came out that they were able to safely allow people to do it again. Sometime here in the future, possibly this weekend, I have some plans of making a video of showing everybody else how to, how to make videos of your listings. Basically what I'm doing here, but not only how to make videos of them, but how to convert the videos into HTML5 format, and then how to attach them to your eBay listings so that they, work properly, and then how to, basically upload them all to, YouTube and to all the different social medias. Just kind of like make a video, show you guys what I do, how I do it, because part of the reason that I do what I do is I'm trying to bring coin collecting into the future. Everybody on eBay, like I don't think there's anybody else that does videos of coins on eBay. And I wish VR was 100% here, but I mean, how many people are actually using VR? But it's like I'd like everybody to be making videos of their listings on eBay. It's so much easier. Like, if someone has a question about my coin, I can go back and look at the video that I made of the coin, and I can answer it right then. I don't have to like get out of my desk. I don't have to go look at the coin. I can just pull it up. And so I figure if, you know, I'm hopefully going to try to set a standard for things here, and then, you know, hopefully other people will pick up on it, because I really feel like it'll help bring coin collecting into the future. You know, buying sight unseen, it can be a real risk, but if I can take some of that out of it and make things easier for people, I think that'll benefit everyone. I want to see this one kind of zoomed out here, because this one, there was, you know, like a weird looking kind of bar thing in the background. Wow, it looks so far away now. Maybe we'll try bringing it a little closer to see what it looks like. Yeah, maybe it's just the Mancello because it's pretty much gone now. Oh, there it is. Here, yeah, let's move it in the Mancello, see if it moves with it. That's a good idea. And it might just be a die scratch. It looks like it's still there. I mean, it could simply just be a scratch on the coin. And that's one of the reasons that it's like, you know, when you're looking for things this close up, I almost feel like we just got a better view of Lincoln than we did on all 50 of them there. I feel like the way the light, it almost looks like he has like 4 legs here. But it's like, that kind of looks like when I was talking about that sold listing on eBay, it kind of looked like he was holding a baseball bat. That kind of reminds me of it. And so it's like, I don't know if the person was just able to take a photo of it just like that. Maybe we'll grab another one and see what if we can reproduce that light. Yeah, there does seem to be like kind of like a little, yeah, see, there you go. Look, it's Lincoln holding a baseball bat. It's Caveman Lincoln there. It's a club. Welcome to the club, Lincoln. Let's see if we can do it on another. Maybe that's supposed to be like the arm of the chair, or like the front where his arm would go. I feel like the Lincoln Monument or Memorial, I feel like it has something like that. Like it's like it's like a little, almost like a throne, stone throne he's sitting in. At least we got the little blinding star. So I will be having a stream for Halloween for you guys. Maybe we'll end up skipping the 2000p and do something fun. I don't know what you guys would like to do, but at least if we're looking at the 2000p, we can check for wide AMs. I don't think I've ever found a wide AM, so it would be fun to look for. But hey, metal detecting with Austin Simpson, welcome. It's okay, I gotta go too. This was a shorter stream tonight, but thank you for stopping by, and thank you PK Carr for stopping by, and thank you Les Lakes Coins for stopping by. So I will be having a stream this weekend at Saturday at 9 p.m. I might have some extra time to do some bonus streams, and so we'll see how things go. I might do, I don't know if I should do a live stream of showing how to do the videos. I think it might make things harder, just one more level, one more dimension. But I hope to be able to doing a video like that. I know how to do everything, and so it should be something that would be fun to do. But happy Halloween, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Wish you guys good nights, and if I don't see you guys on Halloween, I hope that you guys have a happy Halloween. See you all in the future. Thank you guys so much. Good night, everyone.